Okay, so let's talk about something you probably eat every single day. A substance that's quietly taking control of your body, your mood, and your health. And you might not even realize it's happening. I mean, you probably think your diet is pretty normal, right? Most of us do. You grab some cereal, a yogurt, some pasta sauce for dinner, and you're thinking, hey, these are all reasonable, even healthy choices. But what if I told you that whole idea of a normal diet is actually an illusion, one that's been carefully built to trick you? What if the food you trust, the stuff you eat every day, has been hijacked, secretly re-engineered right under our noses by one single incredibly powerful ingredient? All right, so let's do it. Let's pull back the curtain on this so-called normal food illusion. We're going to dig into the everyday foods you think you know and see what's really hiding in there. Okay, so just picture a typical day. Breakfast cereals, that pasta sauce for dinner, maybe a snack bar on the go. You see those healthy yogurts and fruit juices, and you think you're doing the right thing. But here's the kicker. Almost all of these are loaded, and I mean loaded with hidden sugar. That healthy glass of orange juice, it can have just as much sugar as a can of soda. It's wild.
So, when you start adding all of that up, just how much are we talking about? Well, the reality of American sugar consumption is, frankly, shocking when you see the actual numbers.
150 pounds. Seriously, just let that sink in for a second. 150 pounds, that is literally the weight of a whole person. And that's how much sugar the average American is eating every single year.
And if that yearly number is too big to wrap your head around, let's break it down. It comes out to almost half a pound of sugar every single day. And again, this isn't just coming from candy bars and soda. It's hiding in all those normal foods we were just looking at. And let's be crystal clear here. This isn't just about a few extra pounds. This massive, massive sugar intake is directly fueling some of our worst health crises. We're talking about rampant obesity, skyrocketing rates of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even things like depression. The toll this takes is enormous.
Okay, so right now you're probably thinking, wait a minute, I would definitely notice if I was eating half a pound of sugar a day. And that's the thing. That's the whole trick. The food industry has gotten incredibly good at hiding it in plain sight. It's like sugar has a whole secret family tree of different names. And this is exactly how they do it. You scan an ingredient list, you don't see the word sugar, so you think you're good. But what you do see are words like high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, maltose. Here's a pro tip. If it ends in O's, chances are it's just sugar. It is a deliberate strategy to confuse you about how much is really in there. But why? Why is it so hard to just stop? Well, it's not just because it tastes good. There is a deep biological reason this stuff gets its hooks in you. We're talking about a genuine addiction feedback loop.
The main culprit here is a brain chemical called dopamine. You've probably heard of it. It's the feel-good chemical. So when you eat sugar, your brain gets this jolt of dopamine, giving you a quick hit of pleasure and reward. It's the exact same reward system that lights up for things like addictive drugs. Your brain learns that lesson real fast. Sugar equals reward.
And that creates this vicious, unconscious cycle. It's a trap, really. Step 1, you eat something sugary. Step 2, boom, the brain releases that dopamine, and you feel great for a little while. But then comes step 3, the inevitable energy crash. You feel tired, foggy, just awful. So what does your body scream for to get out of that slump? You guessed it. Step 4, you crave more sugar. And the whole cycle just starts all over again. You know, for so long, we've been told this is all about willpower. It's about personal responsibility. But we need to flip that script because it's not just you. The entire system is designed for you to fail. The deck is completely stacked against you. I mean, how many of us have had that internal conversation? I just have no willpower. We blame ourselves. But the real story? The truth? You're not fighting a personal failing. You are fighting a multi-billion-dollar system that has been engineered from the ground up to keep you hooked. It's basically a perfect 3-part trap. First, sugar is super cheap to produce, so companies cram it into everything to cut costs and make things taste better. Second, it is everywhere. It's almost impossible to find processed food without it. And third, as we just saw, it's literally engineered to be addictive, to light up those pleasure centers in your brain. It's a perfect storm. And this really gets to the heart of the problem. We tend to focus on the things we can see, right? Like obesity. But the addiction itself, that's invisible. And honestly, that's where the most profound danger is. Because while it's invisible, It is absolutely not harmless. It is silently, quietly wreaking havoc inside your body. It's damaging your heart, completely messing with your metabolism, and literally rewiring your brain. And all of this can be happening for years before you ever see a single change on the scale. So when you step back and look at it, this whole system has turned something as basic as food into a trap. And that really leaves us with a pretty heavy question, doesn't it? If this is the trap hiding in our food, what else are we missing? What other parts of our lives have been designed to work against us without us even knowing?